Chapter 2. So the heavens and the earth and everything in them were completed. On the seventh day, God had completed his work that he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all the work he had done. God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, for on it he rested from all his work of creation. Man and woman in the garden. These are the records of the heavens and the earth concerning their creation. At the time the Lord God made the earth and the heavens, no shrub of the field had yet grown on the land, and no plant of the field yet sprouted. For the Lord God had not made it rain on the land, and there was no man to work the ground. But mist would come up from the earth, and the water all the ground. Then the Lord God formed the man out of dust from the ground and breathed the breath of life into his nostrils, and the man became a living being. Let's see. The Lord God planted a garden in Eden in the east, and there he planted the man he had formed. The Lord God caused to grow out of the ground every tree pleasing in appearance and good for food, including the tree of life in the middle of the garden, as well as the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. A river went out from Eden to water the garden. From there it divided and became the source of four rivers. The name of the first is Pishon, which flows through the entire land of Havilah, where there is gold. Gold from that land is pure, bdellium, and onyx are also there. The name of the second river is Gihon, which flows through the entire land of Cush. The name of the third river is Tigris, which runs east of Assyria. And the fourth river is the Euphrates.
The Lord God took the man and placed him in the Garden of Eden to work it and watch over it. And the Lord God commanded the man, "You are free to eat from any tree of the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, for on the day you eat from it, you will certainly die." Then the Lord God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper corresponding to him." The Lord God formed out of the ground every wild animal and every bird of the sky, and brought each to man to see what he would call it. And whatever the man called a living creature, that was its name. The man gave names to all the livestock, to the birds of the sky, and to every wild animal. But for the man, no helper was found corresponding to him. So the Lord God caused a deep sleep to come over the man, and he slept. God took one of his ribs and closed the flesh at that place. Then the Lord God made the rib he had taken from the man into a woman and brought her the man. And the man said, "This one at last is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. This one will be called woman, for she was taken from man." This is why a man leaves his father and mother and bonds with his wife, and they become one flesh. Both the man and the wife were naked, yet left no shame. Hi, y'all. We're back with
Hello, puppets.
with some little take backs from chapter 2 in Genesis, and I hope y'all have a lot of things for us as well. We do have to remember that God blessed the seventh day and he declared it holy for rest. That was very important back then on the seventh day, as well as everything God had created and made, which was just perfect. They didn't even have rain, but the mist would come up from the ground and take care of that. I mean, isn't that amazing though, just to think of that? They didn't have the rain or things we have now, but just the dew or the mist would come up from the ground.
Yeah.
And
Like a big rainforest.
Yeah. Oh, it just makes me feel all
canopy. And,
right. Really just amazing everything he did so perfectly. And then we got into when he created Adam from the just just picking it up off the ground, and then breathed life into the dust, into the
Breath of life.
nostril. Poof, there's Adam.
Yeah, breath of life.
Yeah,
So we,
breath of
yeah,
life.
we
It's just
start life with a
amazing.
breath and we end life with no breath.
Yeah,
Lack of
yeah,
breath.
right.
So that's the breath of God,
We
you
created from
know?
dust, and then dust we go. I think of
Yeah, from
something. We
dust
go,
to, yeah,
yeah.
from dust to
Just
dust.
amazing the creation, how
Yeah,
everything was made, and just in splendor. It's beautiful.
it is. And we were talking about the ground earlier, like when you go walk out on the
Oh
ground
yeah, right,
barefooted,
right,
and they call that grounding. But if
right.
you do that, there's a calm that comes over you, and you're relaxed, and it's like you're connecting really
Mm-hmm.
with what you were. I guess it's just, I mean, but
Yeah,
you do
right,
relax. It's a
right.
really weird thing. You really feel relaxed when your feet are just
In the
hitting the
ground.
earth. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, so it's, I don't
we're gonna have
know.
to
I don't
try that
know. It's something
though.
to it. Yeah.
But when you think of it, like I was saying, like in like clay almost,
Yeah.
because we would mold the clay. And it's just like you do the massages with clay and mud,
Yeah.
or
They have the mud massages, the
right.
mud
I think we should
baths.
all try that though and see.
Yes,
Let
that would
us
be good.
know. Yeah,
Yeah,
what you think
I would definitely go for a mud massage.
too. Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I even like walking in the sand, like putting your
Yeah,
feet in the
right,
sand.
right.
So that, I think there is something to that.
As long as you go quicksand.
Yeah, no, no, not the quicksand.
Mm.
Um, and then what? Let's see. After that, man was alone. So
Mm.
he didn't want
Yeah.
God didn't want man to be alone, and he wanted a helper that was
Mm-hmm.
corresponding to him, a helpmate.
Helpmate. Yes.
Yes. So, but before that, he told Adam to go
Mm-hmm.
ahead and name everything.
Yeah, which I
And
didn't know that one. I did not know it was all from Adam. Because.
yeah, it was Adam before Eve was even created. And that shows leadership,
Mm-hmm.
authority, and the head, like how ordered God
Right.
makes
Right.
things. So he named all the creatures. He even names
Mm-hmm.
Eve when she's created. Um,
Yeah, when you go
so
back and read like those little things that are
yeah.
pointed out, I never would have thought that. But
Hmm.
Adam took care of all that. I mean,
Yeah,
he was being trusted by the Lord before anything happened, and he gave him that right to
that's
do
right.
that power, yeah, to
That's right.
name.
They were like royalty,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, they had dominion.
Yeah.
Adam named everything. So it was just
Right.
paradise. It was a paradise,
Paradise. That's true.
Um,
Paradise.
and then God caused a deep sleep over
Mm-hmm.
Adam and he took his rib. But in Hebrew, it's really the side.
Side.
So, you know, women and men are, made created to complement each other. They're
Mm-hmm.
both equal, but they're different.
Different for sure.
So we definitely are different, and I think that should be honored because you bring so much to
When you're together
in a
as one.
union,
Yep,
right?
right.
As
That's
if in a
true.
marital union, together as one, you bring the wisdom from the wife and the nurturing, the
Mm-hmm.
love,
Definitely women are
nurture. Yes,
nurturing. Yes.
the man is more, the
Mm-hmm. The
leader,
leader.
protector,
I'd say
provider.
right, right.
Um, yeah, so it creates such a balance,
Mm-hmm.
just like he created the earth with such a balance, and our
Very,
bodies.
yes.
So yeah,
So beautiful.
I'm gonna say that Adam writes his first love song, which is
Oh,
his first love poem,
I
I
didn't
should
know that one
say.
either.
Well, it's like this one at last is bone of
Oh,
my
yeah.
bone and flesh of my flesh. This one will be called woman, for she. I'm not. It is
That's
very poetic.
yes.
Um, and this at the end where he says, this is why a man leaves his father and mother and bonds with his wife and they become one flesh. Both the man and his wife were naked, yet felt no shame. Both the
Mm.
man and his
Wife.
wife.
Another good point.
Marriage is immediately instituted by God.
Right.
So, he didn't just give her him a woman. He gave him his helpmate, his wife.
Right.
So
His
the
companion,
institution of
yes.
marriage is right there.
So important.
Yeah, so man and his wife, and they become one flesh.
Love
And
that.
yeah, it's a beautiful picture of what a marriage is supposed to be. And they felt no shame.
No shame.
So they were just frolicking
Right.
in the garden,
Just running in paradise.
naked.
Yeah.
No shame.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It didn't last
No,
apparently
unfortunately,
too long.
next
Right.
chapter, little snake comes in there. So yeah,
slithering through. I think that's why we all really don't like snakes that much. I mean,
Kelly really doesn't like
I
snakes.
don't. You don't either, really.
I'm not really afraid of them.
Oh, well.
I've captured a snake in my bathroom before and picked it up. But I knew that I'm not really that.
I don't
cockroaches.
Like, yeah.
I'm deadly afraid of cockroaches.
Squish those.
Yes. So snakes they don't scare me as much. But the evil behind this serpent, yes,
does scare
definitely.
you.
Yeah. So that's a little recap on chapter 2 in paradise.
Comments, please.
Yes, comments, like, shares. And we'll go ahead and head on to chapter 3. We're rolling on.